So, I saw Babylon with Margot Robbie and Brad Pitt and the new Mexican Hispanic actor. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of around 10:37 right now. So, well, anyway, so the movie is basically about them being part of this film company around, I think, 1920 something, when they were going from, you know, the original films, which were kind of like a scripted movie with no sounds, right? Into sound, right? Basically, right? And it opens, right, with a crazy party. I mean, that would put Nero to shame, right? Or Caligula, or something like that, right? So it was kind of, wow. Right. Well, I guess that's why people thought Hollywood was so sexual in the beginning, right? And they make you go to them, or something, right? But anyway, I mean, there was all kind of music and right, sex, and right. Not that I mind. I mean, yeah, I'd probably do the same thing if I had, women throwing themselves at me too. But come on, I don't always get that. But anyway, now that I'm bigger and disabled, right? But like I said, right. Question is, okay, I'm not sure which I did, though, right? And see, the girl was supposed to fix the cable for the Comcast, right? And, right. That's part of her job that wasn't done that day. So I still tried to give her like a 7 rating out of 10 or 10. I know we should have done something in the 20 minutes I was missing. But what? I can't remember or recall. Right. But I do know I'm taught certain behaviors and certain things I can do and certain things I can't do. But, right, of course, she's in the house if she comes in the house, right? But even knocking on the door, I'm going to go to the door and let her in, right? Now, I was in the back about to put on some shorts anyway, right? Probably when she knocked on the door, right? So, again, I would come out and say, who is it? And she would say, the Comcast people, right? The Comcast technician, right? Normally. I'd say, hold on a minute, gotta put on some shorts. Right, Now, after this, I'm making it up, right? Okay, right. Just normal interaction between someone coming to fix your cable or not, right? Now, what could have confused me, though, like I said before, is what she said after. Okay, don't worry about it. maybe it's right. Right. To make me kind of go a little off script, maybe, right? That I wouldn't have done otherwise, right? And then I realized, oh, it's a girl. It's a lady, right? maybe. Because, again, right, it was as if Mary Bell was back in my life. For a second, I guess, right? Though she looked like one of my exes, probably too. One of the girls in the Navy, I probably told her, right? If I remember correctly, what she looked like when I. And see, right? I needed to see, I guess, right? But I think she changed her mind at the end and tried to let me out, like I said, right? But that's okay. It's assumption there, right? But that's the point too, right? About seeing and dealing with sexual people, right? Now, of course, I will tell her you could do it or not, right? But if she's in the house, say, by the TV, and it looks different now. I don't know if I had the drum set yet or all that, right? I think I got it later on that year anyway, right? Or the, So the house was still maybe the drums itself, but not the, right. The hot tub yet, right? I think I got that last year too, right? In 21. Or did I get this year? Whatever. But I do know if she consented what we would do, make love, I kiss her, explore her ears, kiss her dick, look at her boobs, right? And I go up to down, right? Both of us even have sex, right? And she said yes. And I think I had the black stick by the bathroom door, and then she might have realized she didn't want to do it as much as she wanted to do it, right? I mean, might have did it at least twice, I think, right? Knowing me. Well, for 20 minutes, I could do it twice, right? Less, I know something's kind of going on, right? But not sure what, right? Right. But see, I like doing it front to back too, right? And either her on top or missionary, right? And then from missionary to maybe doggy, I don't know, right? We might have enough time to do that. Right. And I'm, yes, I was trying to seduce her, but yes, I told her she could say yes or no, right? And she must have said yes, right? Because like I told you, she has to be 16 or older to drive the car, so I wasn't worried about her age, right? But it was the suddenness to have a female at the door, yes, right? Totally threw me off guard, right? And again, right? I'm just explaining and trying to apologize to her too. I must have not been as good for her as I thought it would be, right? Well, like I told you, one time I thought this dog was kind of friendly towards me, but when I went to try and actually pet it or something, it wasn't, right? It was kind of scared of me, and probably it was more afraid I would go over there. But in my mind, I thought it was okay, right? To kind of pet it a little, right? But it wasn't. I scared the hell out of the dog, right? I probably scared the hell out of her too, and she felt trapped and just consented. And like I said, right, I promised her probably I can, make it feel good, right, with all that, right? I know what to do, right? I just ain't been with a woman in a while, right? Something I have to do, right? Well, I still know something happened even with amnesia, honey, like I told the other girl, right? And what she did was confuse what they were saying about me, perhaps to her, trying to warn her about me or something. And they knew she was 15, she knew she was 15, but I didn't know. I thought she was 37, like she said, right? Which, if they're telling her I want to sleep with a child, of course, the way to avoid that is tell me what, you're 37. Now, hindsight, thinking about something after you did it, they say it's always 2020, right? And with her again, I knowingly thought I was having sex with anyone, not even Frederica and Tina at the Japanese buffet next door, right? Right. No, I could have been, now that I'm thinking about it, right? I don't know. And then there's another woman in there, and she's already pregnant by about 6 or 7 months, even, right? And like I said, right, I don't know, right, or either, right? Now, here's the problem, though. This didn't start with her. This started with Kelly at the Chinatown buffet, right? Mm-hmm. And, like I said, right? I was just a local customer, right? Mm-hmm. But that's why, again, right? It isn't always something I do either, right? See. Right. So, getting back to the movie, now, as it went on, it kind of showed, the transition from black and white with kind of subtitles, I guess, right? After the scene, right? I forgot what they called those kind of movies back then, right? But anyway, then it started going to sound, right? Around the 1930s, I think, right? And Brad played some guy named Jackson, right? And Margot's character was kind of like Nellie, right? Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. And then there was this Asian girl. She was hot. I know. You know me, I do prefer Asians to blondes, but, it was a cool shoot, right? Now, there was some actual I can't say look like penetration sex, like I said in the earlier scene, right? At the party, right? And of course, we had a situation develop at the party too, because there was drugs there, right? And this is still the 1920s, I guess, right? But like I said, it's like, you've seen it all before, but right, it's rearranged in a different way, right? So again, they start trying to shoot the movie, and after the party and all that, and he's trying to become part of the set somehow. Yeah, he's kind of like, trying to deliver something, to the lot. And that's how we kind of are introduced to the Hispanic guy. And it has something to do with that, right? So, anyway, I don't know. It made for a crazy movie, and it's kind of long, okay? That is right. And it's kind of more like the history of movies, if you understand what I mean. Right. Yeah. Right. But like I point out, when you start with, basics, right, and you go to more, CGI stuff today, right, like I said, by this time, Miley Cyrus could shoot something in Tommy and not have to go there anymore. Right. Really. But like I said, I don't even know nothing about Miley outside of her career and her relationship with Liam anyway, right? That's all I really knew about her. And, I did say something obscure, right? Like, I know I wouldn't even have a shot with that girl, right? Because I'd have to go through her dad and her whole entourage and wouldn't even mess with her, right? I thought it did, right? And, I do them was kind of, the action there, so I didn't think nothing. I didn't even deal with it unless she was freaked out about Molly. Well, I was talking to Molly around then, right? But, I mean, not that I wouldn't prefer her to Molly, come on. You know what I mean, right? But then I was thinner, too. I'm, 300 pounds now, right? I look kind of the same, too. Look at that, all playing now, baby. But not as much then, right? And then I kind of looked like Josh a little bit with one of my photos there for Josh Brolin, right? I mean, right? Talk about brothers from another mother, right? So anyway, so like I said, and Nellie kind of developed some bad habits, drugs, of course, right? And kind of goes on the story about that, gambling debts, things of that nature, right? And then it kind of gets weirder, right? Towards the end, right? Yeah. So I didn't expect Toby Maguire to be in it, but he was. And the boy from The Lady in White was in it. I forgot his name, sorry. While I was eating. Lucas or something like that. I forget, right? Or something, right? I'm confused, right? Usually anyway. But like I said, right? Do you think in Hollywood, right? I'm talking about you, right? Or my life, your life, right? Right. Now, I did mention some things, right? That were used in the movie, right? Before it aired, right? Just simple statements that kind of had to do with some of the scenes in the movie specifically, right? Now, like I said, I don't know either Margot Robbie or the Asian girl, right? Or any of the actresses on the scene, but only they can get into the door, you know what I mean? And come here and do something with me, right? Not no one else either, right? That is what I mean, right, though. Right. But here's the thing. If I'm confused, I still give you a yes or no choice. So you never have to say yes or no, right? If you say yes, right, you're consistent, right? That's what I was taught. Or you could say no, right? And I would have finished getting dressed, right, in front of you, right? I probably said something like that, right? And what do you think she said? Well, you're here now, I guess. I guess to get the job, right? I guess, right? And of course, I would start explaining to her what was going on, too. I don't want her to feel uncomfortable, but I'm sure I did. Now, some women, like I told you, are taught not to fight back, but I know that too, right? So that's something I might would discuss with her right now. But you gotta be here, right? So like I said about Alyssa from WSAV, I'm not talking about her. But I know she's on TV, since she's been on TV, like with even Chris Aldridge or whatever, right? I know both women on it, WSAV, but, and that means what to you, right? Don't mean that to me either, because I'm at home at 135 A Smith Avenue, or here in Georgia, here at 40 Nova Jones Court, but I don't mess with nobody, right? But see, if you're seducing me, right, and I'm going to do the same thing with anyone showing up, right, that's their age. Not even Carter if she says 16. But like I said, right, a hypothetical in a fantasy setting is still what? A hypothetical in a fantasy setting. Right. Now, I don't even remember what it was, I guess, but it was pretty close, right? Now, like I said, what do you think the movie studio's going to do? Send Margot Robbie to my house? Or the Asian girl, because I like Asian girls, right? Even some of the Mexican girls will see would have worked, and some of them had nice, assets, right? Now, really, there was a boob shot from Margot Robbie, right? And the Asian girl kind of did some kind of licking the pussy. Uh-oh. Like about that dude, right? Okay. At the party, of course, right? But, again. But like I said, it's kind of the history of cinema with, I know, some plot thrown in, right? Right. Including some dudes getting killed on the set. Like that, really, right? Which, of course, you don't expect that, right? For real, for real. What the okay. I'm sorry, there was a weird commercial with some people laying on the floor. um, but see, that's the point, right? And I don't think the Bible's worried about me if me and the daughter did something more that, right? The roommate might have done something with the daughter, right? The first girl I had a weird encounter with that was old enough to be with me, but young enough to get me in trouble, you know what I mean? Right. But I didn't do that with her, you don't think. But if I did, I was blacked out again, right? What else do you think I keep telling you? Stop calling me the P word, right? That's not helping your case, right? Whatever's going on, right? But there's only one other person I'm around that's younger than 16 or 18 in Virginia at the time, right? No other girl could fit any other bill, and that's my ex-wife's daughter, right? So, like I said, there's a number of people around there besides me, too, who could have coached, right? Now, like I said, though, but why would the ex-wife do that? And then I'm moving back to base anyway by Sunday, right? And Monday evening, I'm on base and got my room, right? And that's where I fell from as well, after getting knocked out of the room, oddly, right? Though I was also trying to move on from her and let it all go again, right? But, you know, here's the question, like I said. Would you think your ex-wife was using you to get her daughter, right? If she left you short in Tennessee, right? Or wanted to be with you the whole time. Anyway, or she's trying to make an excuse to get her real quick and go back to Virginia at least. Come on, right? Think about it. Why would she leave you stranded in another state, right? Shortly after we got out of Virginia, right? And not even caring about my feelings and how I would react to it either, right? Whatever plan she had going on, right? She had 2 weeks to think of it when I was in Bethesda, right? So this is the real story, right? Whatever she did, I don't know, because I'm somewhere else until I get back, and then I have to, deal with her wanting to go get her daughter almost shortly, right, after her third trimester, right, started, right? Well, that's another thing the mom wanted. Not only for her to be stable, but have a baby with her husband. You understand, right? Right. But is that Shane's fault for wanting the wife and the son and, getting the daughter as a bonus? No. He thought he could end up calling Renee, right? Yep. And raising her. Somewhat. Not perfectly, but, like you said, change her clothes and give her baths and stuff like that, right? I mean, that's not wrong, right? And teaching her to tie her shoes and things like that. That's what I thought. Nothing big deal. I would never hurt the girl, even if she did wander in there. Well, here's the thing. Why would someone wake you up in the middle of the night, right, when you're sleeping on the couch? Well, you don't know why, right? You're just suddenly forced to deal with it when you're asleep or not, right? And whatever happened must have happened so quick with the amnesia from the fall, right? I don't even remember it. What else can I tell you, right? But I can guess if I'm sleeping on the couch for a week, 4 or 5 days even, right? Right. If you're on there for one day, right? and you never met the mother and the daughter and you met the base, that's different. But if you're there long enough for the daughter to come back from the biological dad, right? Something weird's going on around there. She wakes you up or not, right? But do the fingers point to the obvious person? And this is what the bio would have to say, Daphne. Daphne would do that. I wouldn't know Daphne would do that, but I don't think she would want to endanger her own daughter, though, because of the fact that she knew I was schizophrenic, and I did pick her up and put her in the dead bed, like I told you before, right? Now, I'm trying to figure out the situation here, right? Not cause any more waves, right? And, okay, But like I said, right, it did get weird once with the tarot card reader she brought to our damn motel room, right? And all I would tell her is like, well, I thought you wanted to dash a trial with the girl or something. I don't care. I know. I thought you wanted to do something else, because who brings a tarot card reader to a damn hotel room, right? You go to them, right? I mean, come on, right? Right. So I didn't know what the hell was going on, right? I did just undress under the covers, right? I told you that before, right? But, if we did something, I don't remember. Yeah, right. But I can't say we didn't either. I wasn't in mind to have sex with a tarot card reader. Just got hot, right? And see, like with Jacob and his 4 wives, right? Or 2 wives and 2 concubines. Which means they're, the wife was having labor for problems like Sarah. But I think she was RH negative too, because that could also explain why, well, the band trying to find his idol. And Rachel stealing it, but telling her dad she was, it was her time of the month, right? You know what she means, right? Right. That's how we would say it today, though. Does the Bible say you can't put it in other words as long as you keep the original? No. That's what you don't get either, right? Now, what do you think I keep pointing out in the Song of Solomon 2:3, chapter 2, verse 3, right? Okay, she's comparing her man, her kinsman, or her spouse, or her lover, or whatever you call him, the young man, to all the sons, right, and to an apple tree, or a tree of some sort, right? Now, apples come from the what apple tree? Oranges come from what? The orange tree. Bananas come from what? The banana tree. Oops, there goes another banana tree plant. Change word. It was rubber. Oops, there goes another rubber tree. Oops, there goes another rubber tree. Oops, there goes another rubber tree plant. Okay. Now, it didn't end well for, I don't know, some